Out of the 250,000 people that attended the Crick Boat Show, Dave and I were two of them. Welcome to our vlog, our experience. People go to Crick for many different reasons, mainly to see or talk about boats. Dave and I go for the people, to pick up a few bits, and also for the live music.
Tillers and tankers, thanks for joining us. So Derek and Garry have been growing their beards, and that's what Right Now is all about. They've raised a staggering amount of money for cancer research, and part of that was artist and boater Sue Vincent, Arts Abroad Aloysius, auctioned off a couple of pictures to go into the same pot for the same cancer research fund. Martin Wilkinson isn't here, but he bid and won a picture of a robin. And there's a spectacular picture of a kingfisher that Sue drew. And Ian Whitten is here. So a big round of applause to Ian, who won that auction for the kingfisher. A wonderful cause. And we're just going to have some photos, and Sue Vincent is here to present that picture to Ian. Derek! Let's hear it for Derek off Silver Fox. The guys have raised a staggering £3,495. So, absolutely amazing. I'm also pleased to say that Aqua Vista are going to contribute another £250 to that amount, which brings us, according to my maths, which isn't great, as my manager will tell you, to £3,745. So by my calculations, we're about 255 quid off of the £4,000 mark. If you haven't donated and you want to, if you just Google Chugabug beard shave, then at the top of the Google search results is a Twitter link, and that's the link direct to cancer research. We don't touch any of the money; it goes straight to cancer research, the Chugabug beer fund.
Sadly, we lost a few friends with cancer. And then when Dave Myers passed away, the hairy biker, we thought, a bit of a nod to him and a bit of a nod to our friend Debbie. We'll try and grow it and raise some money for cancer research. And as soon as I mentioned it to Derek got with us. I'll grow mine as thanks to everyone that's donated. It doesn't matter how small, how large. Thank you very much for all your donations. Let's try and beat that £4,000. As I say, just Google Chugabug beard shave, and you will see the link there. So please, let's just beat £4,000. Art on board Aloysius. Check her out. The paintings are amazing, but those are the first ones that Sue's tried in those pastels. So Ian doesn't know it, but he has got himself a rather special painting there. So thank you very much, everyone. We've all done well. Thank you so much. You want to say anything?
I was going to say thank you to Aqua Vista for actually allowing us to do this stunt, and for the big donation. Yeah, that's great. And to everyone that's come today to support us as well, it's been fantastic. Didn't expect anything like this.
No, not for all the team. So thank you very much.
Let's do it again for Garry.
So the sun's not in our eyes.
No, because otherwise our faces will be in the shadow.
Oh, well,
you know about lighting.
Yeah, but I'll be like this. I'll be like this.
Okay, everyone shuffle
Right,
this way.
shuffle this way, shuffle this way, shuffle this way.
Okay.
There we go. Smile. Oh, you're taking video, aren't you?
Hello.
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 Good evening, Crick Boat Show. How we doing? Are you in the mood for a good night? Now, there's so many songs for us to get through this evening. It would almost be impossible. So I want to try something. I want everyone, and I mean everyone here tonight, after the count of 3, to shout out your favourite Elton John songs. And there's been over 31 studio albums since 1960. I said after the count of 3. Wait for it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I'll try and get to each and every one of them. That tells me one thing though. I need to get a move on. Let's see if you recognise this one. When are you gonna come down? When are you going to lie? I should have stayed on. You never can hold me forever. I didn't sign with you. I'm not a present for your friends to own. This boy's too young to be seen. The I tell you what, I can't hear a thing with this headpiece on. Let me just take it off for a second. Watch it, you. If you've got any battery life left on your mobile phones tonight, I need you to get them out and put your flashes on, your torches on. Stick them nice and high in the air, just like that. Wave them around a little bit. Oh, yes. Never knowing who to turn to when the rain set in. And I know go shepherd, and I'm pressing my own. Are you ready? No. Crick Boat Show. I said, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, please give me a big thank you to all the staff that are working hard here at the Crick Boat Show. Big round of applause. They've been looking after us all day. I'm sure they've been looking after you too. Keep that going for the sound and lights and all of the crew backstage who, like I said, have really trained us very well. Thank you. And thank you to Noel. Where's Noel? Is that one more? Yeah. All right. Let's do this one.
So yeah, you stove, solid stove fuel. Coal is kept in the coal box, which acts as a step as well, which is quite useful. Yeah. Although you'd probably have your main supply of coal down the working area. If you're carrying coal, you'll still some. Yes. Underneath here, we've got a small recess. That one's called the chapel cupboard. This is called the soap hole. Now, it probably was the soap hole. It's got more deterioration on it than most places, and I think it's going even worse as I speak. But you would probably do your washing by putting this on this surface. Yeah. It would warm it, you know, or whatever. But that's traditionally called the soap hole. This is just your bowl for everything. And it's getting a bit precious. One day we'll get it restored or repainted.
How old is the boat we're in
1935.
Now? Wow.
So next year we're celebrating 90 years. Watch this space. So solid fuel stove. This wasn't the original one, obviously, but it were all fitted out with an Epping stove from the factory, from the boatyard when they were built in 35. This one was built in Yarwoods in Northwich. That stove was bought in 1950 by a gentleman building his own boat. Sadly, he passed away before he finished it. This was left in his widow's garage. She found it and put it on eBay, but didn't know what it was. We nabbed it quick. Yes. So it's a genuine one. You can get South African replicas now, but that's solid and good. So once we got it, we obviously had it installed because it's flew and you've already had this one down, but I will just do it again briefly. It's a table which drops all the way down. I'm not going to hurt you, just it comes down toward it. It should be horizontal, but it's got a bit of a droop. Yeah, and a few other things around here. What they stored in there, I mean, this is what we have in there because we move and travel around on it. But they probably would keep their crockery, their cooking pan there. So let me just drop that one carefully there. A crumb drawer below. We call it a crumb drawer, but it's obviously if you take the table up, you get crumbs in it. But it's crockery, cutlery, a few tools. Another cupboard below, which we the doctors are where we keep all our witnesses and that. But then the big one, which I'm afraid you're probably going to struggle with, if you go between you, could you just twist the butterfly there? But it comes towards you and it's quite heavy, so please don't be surprised at the weight of it.
Dave's got all the weight of it.
So that's your bed. That is your bed. So that will drop down into the slot below your, or something like that, but it's only 3'2" wide. So you have to be friendly. Yes. Well, that's an obvious statement. Just a cupboard which anything can be stored in it. We've got, you know,
gubbins.
Gubbin. Well, some of it's essential gubbin. Well, it's all essential. That's why it's on here. Below the bed, you've got a big drawer. Again, you've got your bedding, you've got your clothing, you've got your changes of clothing. You know, there's another one below where you're sat, which is there. Yeah. And another one here, but this is a bit different because it is a tapered cut area where the stern of the boat comes in on the swim. Yeah. But we've got spill kits and things like that in there. It's storage, everything's used. And in terms of sleeping, it was registered because it's a living area of somebody's home. It was registered for 3 persons, husband and wife and 3 kids. That's come and going, but it saves, there's a lot of stories going, there's a family of 8 in there. Yeah. Because if you had that size of family, you'd have had a butty, and the butty's got another cabin. Yes. So the kids could have that. So in terms of the controls and operating the boat, you just have 2. You've got a gear lever, which is literally, and it makes horrible noise, sorry about that. Forward and reverse only. But it's a long way, and when you're changing
back.
Going forward, reverse to get to the lock, you get used to throwing this thing in and out like a yo-yo, and a throttle or accelerator, and that's just a quadrant. It pulls a cable, and that's how you get your speed or tick over or whatever.
So do you have a putt-putt engine?
You can see.
Hi.
We do have a putt-putt engine, but nowhere near the quality of the one up here called Emu. He has a Bolander, which goes
All right.
This has got a lister, which sounds all right. But anyway, so the only other thing in here is below here, which I won't show you, is we've got the prop shaft, which goes from the engine to the propeller, and also the keelson. This boat's got a timber keelson spine all the way from forward to back, and that's under here, on which the prop shaft is mounted with a rubber bearing and that sort of thing. Plus there's a lot of water down there because it rained last night. It's an interesting point because it's about time we did start the thing up. But,
I think you should do that right now.
1960 was the lister put in this one. Previously it was a Russell & Newbury which died a death. You know, that's your engine for the whole lot. We've got diesel tanks under both sides.
Yeah, how much does she hold?
With the long range tanks which she's got there, we reckon about 350 litres.
So what's that in with regards to ours, Dave?
A bit bigger than ours. Ours is about 270.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not filling up anytime soon?
Well, no, we can get to London and Birmingham and back without
filling up.
Yeah. Probably even further, but that's what it was designed for. This is actually the air intake, because it's air cooled.
Right.
So it's got a sort of sock that's sucking down round the propeller, round the fan, which is the big propeller, and back out the same one. So there's not two tubes, there's just an air moves north, up and down.
In and out.
And you've got the standard air cleaner on there, which actually draws the air into the engine to run the engine to combust. And then the smokestack, or the exhaust, is that one there. And that is how a thing operates.
So, do you have to pre-start this? Is it? How do you start it?
Straight on battery start to start. Right. The rest of the hold is all there, which is the important bit where you hide the cargo.
Wooden bottom, steel sides.
Yeah.
Close quarters, but it's a bit noisy, but that's her running. If you see where the shutters are lifted, is fourth floor. So there's two tips up there. Yeah. Below those, you can see the bottom boards that go right across the boat on both sides. So you've got the boards that go right across the whole boat, 18 inches wide, about 4.5 inches deep, and that's the base of the boat.
Yeah.
And then you've got this oak keelson from end to end. It's not one piece oak because it's got scarf joints in it, but that's the longitudinal strength of the boat, and this is obviously only about 4 boats in the country now left like this. The rest have all been commercial steel. This one's steel, and, but originally would be wood. So the shuts, which are the fourth floor, are designed that if you're loading coal, you're loading heavy materials, and you break one or two, it doesn't matter. You get an extra bit of board and stick them together. But we repair these as we go, even now. And these are just for water, just to give us some balance to get the weight down, so that we can handle it. Because if not, she'll be burning around in tops and go around in circles.
Thank you, thank you.
That's all right.
Thank you. We're very, very grateful.
Okay, that's very kind.
Thank you.
So what engine do you have on this? Lister.
HA2, but red target.
She's beautiful.
Just stronger valve spring. And this got an HR2, which is well, I think they use the same castings, but pulled out cylinders a bit. More recent engine. But it's had 3 different engines.
Has it?
This has been in since about 65.
Oh no. No, we've been trapped in the beer tent on Sunday afternoon. Whatever should we do?
He's a fast walker, your other half, isn't he?
By the time we got back to the campsite, it was all muddy. I asked for a lift, and I had a blast.
How come you parked your van that way round?
Because we're like a badass, so badass. Whoa, Dave, he touched me on the leg! Woohoo! That's us. So how heavy do you Oh, that's
Lost me voice.
Dale, if you didn't know, Dale there is retired. Just in case you didn't know, because everywhere I go, they seem to know that Dale is retired. You're retired then? 2 years.
Listen to the wind blow, watch the sun rise. Running in shadows, damn love, damn lies. But if you don't love me now,
And here we are, Monday morning, the last day of the Crick Boat Show. The day that everybody goes back to their different walks of life, different parts of the network. We love coming to the Crick Boat Show. We love seeing everybody, old and new. We love meeting up with all the vloggers, all the fellow boaters that we've met along the way. And also, as you can see, one of the main parts for us is the music. A young Elton John tribute was absolutely fantastic. He worked that audience like it was a keyboard. Fleetwood Mac was okay, not my era, but I did enjoy it. I did recognise some songs. But again, what you're seeing here is the old campsite pull-off. So this van, long wheelbase van, is about the same size as our new van. Not new, but new to us. It's the one that Glenn and Lisa had previously. However, this van has got it well and truly stuck in the mud. After this video was shot, I tried to get a pull-off scheduled for 12 o'clock because there are some massive, and I do mean massive RVs on the campsite, and I knew that if they got dug in, we'd be at the very back of the queue with a 4-hour drive in front of us. Anyway, the campsite wardens weren't having any of it. They refused to schedule me, and they said, as long as you don't get it too bogged in, you should be all right. Well, not me driving, let me tell you. This long wheelbase, I'm not even going to go there with the health and safety. You can see it for yourself. We went back into the show on Monday morning, had a quick mooch round, and then we left. We did manage to get off. We drove straight down the field because that's the way we were pointing, and managed to get it on the hard standing. We even got out the car park without issue, so I was tickled pink about that. As I say, it's quite sad when the Crick Boat Show ends, and I hope you've enjoyed it from our perspective, slightly different from everybody else's. Whilst we like the shiny boats, they are not our main focus, not like we can afford them. If you have enjoyed what you've seen, please give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't, please consider subscribing. It's free, it helps the channel grow. If you have any hints, tips, suggestions or comments, do leave them below. And obviously, if you ring that little bell, just due to the infrequency that we release videos, YouTube will notify you each and every time we do. Thanks for watching again. Look after yourselves and take care. We will see you on the next one, whenever that will be. Take care. Bye.